Yeah, bag it up in the trap, we bag it up. If your bitch in the cut, I'ma bag it up. My wrist on walk and my bag is up. If he try and violate, we gon' tag him up. I can see the hate, got him mad as fuck, never satisfied. Need a crib by the lake with a bad chick. If she got cake, she'll back it up. I got no time to parlay, unless it's big checks and parlays. I've been rich, it's not far away. Light the spliff and I stargaze. Consultation with the constellations. They said the world was in a dark phase. It got me desperado for protection. Carry big strap in a guitar case. She ain't a slave to the bands, even though they make her dance. He ain't a slave to the check, but wouldn't hesitate to take advance. See me, I need my independence. I ain't signing deals or shaking hands, unless it's record distribution. I got major plans to expand. All I know is make a bag, spend some dough and make it back, make it stack. Flashback of being broke, seeing smoke, blossom from a seed of hope, a tree of dope, and I'm soaking it absolutely the most of all my vehicles. I need to see my full potential. See, I broke my pencil, even though my temple's free of pressure. I don't need the extras, I'ma bag it up in the trap, we bag it up. If your bitch in the cut, I'ma bag it up. My wrist on walk, cause my bag is up. If he try violate, we gon' tag him up. I can see the hate, got him mad as fuck, never satisfied. Need a crib by the lake, got a bad chick. If she got cake, she'll back it up. What? Bag it up in the trap, we bag it up. If your bitch in the cut, I'ma bag it up. My wrist on walk, cause my bag is up. If he try violate, we gon' tag him up. I can see the hate, got him mad as fuck, never satisfied. Need a crib by the lake, got a bad chick. If she got cake, she'll back it up. Word.
All right, stream number 2 today. I know that I'm behind a chapter in One Piece. I don't have the most time, so this will probably be like, Dory is all the way in my screen. This big fucking big ass. First of all, you a giant. Hit the top. I gotta get a new mouse. My mouse is messed up. I dropped it and like kind of like came out and I can't click it the same. It's not working as well. I gotta get a new mouse. Yo, Naya, the translation for Rec 11 is out. That's a tomorrow task. That's a Tuesday thing. Rec Mazzino's a Tuesday thing. But thank you for letting me know. That'll be tomorrow when I wake up. I'll live react to it and probably do the YouTube stream around 2:30 p.m. I'll say. But thank you for letting me know. But I'm not doing that today. I wanted to catch up to One Piece and have a stream that I can leave up here and not have to unpublish. I've been enjoying Elbaf. For anyone who doesn't know, I've been enjoying Elbaf for the most part. I think it's been a huge step up from Egghead. Though I'm not as low on Egghead as I used to be, and it's much better than Wano. I enjoyed the last few chapters. Scopper Gaban got by Gunko because they threatened his son. Colonoscopy did not hold it down and not let them know it wasn't his father. It looks like Brook might have a connection to Gunko, so that's interesting. And we'll see what happens. I want to know when I want Loki to get active. Like Loki's the character I'm the most interested in seeing get active. Like as much as Emu right now is possessing, what's her name? As much as Emu is possessing Gunko, I really want to see I really want to see Loki get active. So yeah. All right. Hold on. I'm looking at the frames dropping. I don't know how. Can someone let me know how it looks on stream? Am I dropping frames? Because if I am, I'll move to the basement where the internet is stronger. I'm trying to do it in my room, but it looks like I could be lagging. I think I'm lagging. I'm gonna go downstairs. Give me 2 seconds. dark down here. I can't see shit. Okay. Let's turn these lamps on. Bada boom. Bada bing. Alright, sorry about that. Let's hop in. Let's hop into this. I'm on solo. Alright, my fault. Let's hop into this. Fuck that nigga. Alright. Chapter 1150, Domi Reversi. Domain reverse? Let's see what we got. Okay. Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 34. Yasui sword is laid to rest at Enma Shrine in Hakumai. Pilgrimage complete. Oh, is this cover story finally done? Because it's not moving me. I do not care about this. So hopefully that's done and we get something more interesting with the cover stories or some cool art. All right. What do we got this week? The children. Thank God they're all right. Bar guy. My daddy was pushed down to the realm of the dead. What? Yasan fell? That mean lady did it. Watch out. Dad. Mama. She's floating? You must have been scared. Let's get you away quick. Yeah. Huh? What? This is mayhem. A Conqueror's hockey flex. Look how small she is there. So it's a big flex. A lot of the citizens and the kids are passing out now. Whoa. Oi. Some of the Giants passed out, but Dorian Brogy, they held on. Jerul is okay. A couple of people around him fell. Oh my goodness. I just had a crazy thought. And why haven't we thought about this? Am I an idiot? Bonnie is here. Bonnie can control the age of herself and others around them. What if, because Ja Rule's supposed to be like the oldest person alive or whatever, and he was supposed to be a monster. Same, and Scopper Gaban is also out of his prime. What if she uses her ability to get them to be younger in their prime? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. We can fight back. All right. I shan't permit a rebellion. Is this all your dream demons amount to, Killingham? Not at all, my lord. There are still many nightmare fissures left open. These monsters were born from the nightmares of this island. They are creatures made from dreams with no concept of death. I can revive them at any time. I just need to give the signal. Summers, shepherds, those urchins. At once, my lord. He's still alive? Brooke is just wrapped in bandages here. Okay. Jinbei, Usopp, and Nami are still all tied up. I think Chopper went to save Scopper Gaban. The one in the sky is the woman from earlier, right? She's barely recognizable. Where are Luffy and the others now? I also got to give the Straw Hats all credit for surviving that hockey blast. I thought maybe a few of them might get knocked out, but shouts out to them for also all being okay with it. Well, now Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji should be there with Harujin and his crew. This is the worst time they could have chosen to go to the realm of the dead. They can't feel it hockey though. What are you doing, Robin? I can't just stand here and do nothing. It's unbearable. You can't get out those thorns, man. Get out those thorns. It's imperative that we establish a suitable authority, one capable of striking a proper ransom for those adolescents. Crackles, so he's healing. It's just as you say, my lord. What do you do with a country that has no king? Damn you, Gaban. That was painful. Blue Ogre Dory, Red Ogre Brogy, I command thee to claim dominion of this island. Henceforth ye shall reign as the kings of Elbaf. You're one of those god knights? Hey you, this chaos is all of your fault. So Dory just grabs him. Grabs Gunko Imuko. Whatever you want to do with the name fusion. Dory and the rest of you guys, run up ahead. You got it, Captain. I'm taking those kids back. How many of you are there? Listen, Brogy. Go and meet with Mountain Beard Jarul. You shall take his head and raise it up high. So she's summoning a book. Is that a devil fruit encyclopedia or something? What is that? I see the demon mark on it. Are these like? It's just this some Corollo shit. The people to the then proclaim to people of the island, we are the kings of Elbaf. Something hops out the book. That's crazy talk. This is our homeland. You don't call the shots here. A gun comes out and a knife. She stabs him in the arm. It would be intolerable to leave this matter unsettled. Oh. The shotgun blew his arm off. Wow. God, now accept my ungodly power. Ah, the captain's arm. Ugh, what, chief? It can't be. The chief is tough as nails. I won't forgive that woman. Thou shalt cast aside thy lifespan for a body unyielding to death. Under Mu's dominion, thou shalt be granted unprecedented strength. No longer shalt thou be bound by reason nor by common sense. Becoming a demon is the true pinnacle of existence. So is that what Emu is? Is that a race? Is that like you're actually a demon, or is that just like, we're speaking? Like, are you actually part of a demonic race? This may be the same way maybe the Burkans, Skypeans, and whatnot can be seen as angels. Maybe the Lunarians, even though Black Wings, really associate with holiness. A Kurel, demon contract. A demon? What is she trying to do now? I'm sinking. Domi reverse. The kanji reads as Black Dominion reversion. She's getting sucked into like something. Boss, wait. And then he rises back. So is this how she turns God Knights and the Gorosei and stuff into people she can control, heal, and whatnot? And is this reversible? Is a question. If Emu did this to me, is there a possibility of reversing the effects of what's going on? What's up, Lizard? That's crazy, though. So Dory gets turned into some type of demon. Got an axe now, got large fangs. Ah, he really turned into a demon. He's even bigger now, so his size increased, and it looks like his arm is healing, too. What happened to you, Captain Brogy? Sorry, this is Brogy, not Dory, my bad. His face is scary. Give the chief back. Chief Brogy would never turn on his comrades. A warrior's pride. And he smacks the three giants really, really, really far. Ga ba 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 ba. I feel like I can do anything. This is exhilarating. Una pieza time, indeed. I do realize that I'm intruding upon Empire hours, so I don't want to take too much time up of his Simi time. Wow, he took out Boss Dory. Yeah. So they got him too. Let's go kill Jarul. Come on, you bastards. Hold on. What are you saying, Chief Dory? You can't take something like that back. We're gonna stop these two chiefs, huh? And it looks like she's just turning all the giants into demons. What, you guys too? Is it because they were standing between those two? Maybe. In any case, we've got to go. Yeah. This is the true power of Elbaf. It is not without merit. This nation shall not be laid to waste. It is to be ruled. Let us bear witness to how they serve in the crucible of war. Lord Jarul, you have to run away. Chief Dory and Brogy are acting strange. Run away. Warriors do not know the meaning of the word run. Short chapter. There's a lot of double spreads. So that's all we have for this week. I still think there's a bit. If Scopper could not have been taken out for sure by that attack, I still think the way to strengthen our military force on the good guy's side is obviously Loki needs to heal in some capacity, and Loki needs to show out. Luffy's Sanji and Zoro need to go crazy. Jinbei has disappointed me, so I'm not going to expect too much from him this arc in any capacity, but I'm sure he'll show out on his own right. But we need Bonnie. We need Bonnie to make Jarul. We need Bonnie to get Jarul to go back into his like prime. Say 150 to about 200 years old or something. Not I don't know the Giants prime is. I'll say 110 to like 180, right? And then if she can also do it to Scopper, get Scopper to go back to the form he had when he was on Rogers' crew, returning his true strength, stamina, and things of that nature. And then you have two extremely powerful warriors to help you. I'm pretty sure Emu's power is a reference to the game Reversi. Google Reversi game. Reversi is a strategy board game for 2 players. It's played on the 8x8 checkerboard. It was invented in 1883. Othello, a variant with a fixed initial setup on the board, was patented in 1991. 2 players compete using 64 identical game pieces. I'm already bored. Looks boring. Well, okay, noted though. Noted. Or Othello? Okay. What do you think about my using Bonnie to get Jarul to go and Scopper Gaban to go back into their like prime forms? And that can help mitigate the damage that's happening here. Loki showing out. Hopefully Loki doesn't betray anybody or get turned into a demon himself. But this seems really powerful and really broken, and I guess what could possibly bother me about this is if Emu can do something like this so easily, I feel like Emu should have been doing. I can't think of a reason why Emu hasn't already and the world government haven't already taken over the planet. Yeah, I think that would be cool to see. I think that's the best course of action here. Of course, you said nah, let them die. Let the Giants die. I like Dorian Broggie. I like Gerd and what's Copper Gaban's wife or baby mama's name again? Colonoscopy's mother. Wow, forgot her name already. But I don't know. I'm cool with the Giants, man. I like them. But I think the reason, I guess the defense is Emu only did this because of the prophecy or the saying that whatever side of the war had the Giants, the nation of Elbaf on their side, would succeed in the war and really like win and get all the things they desire. So in that aspect, just turning them all into demons on Emu's side perfectly subjugates this nation, puts it under Emu's rule of thumb, and they can command them at will. They can heal their demon. They got a boost in power, demonic strength, and all of those things. So Elbaf as a nation could become even more dangerous if this isn't resolved. My question to you guys, if you have anything, because not too many people are talking right now, is do you think this is reversible, and what do you think reverses this? What would you have to do to reverse this? Is it medicine? Is Chopper going to do it? Do you think it's hockey? You think like powerful Conquerors hockey can reverse this? I don't know. Like, yeah. I feel like if there's any reason why Emu hasn't done this is that he is lazy and prefers to stay in the shadows if possible. And Emu's existence is it could just be that Emu is a very careful person, and revealing Emu's identity could put them at a disadvantage to some degree. So I feel you, but I'm gonna need a better reason. But again, I do think also that what you're saying plus the Elbaf thing and the prophecy could both make a lot of sense. Sorry. The basics of Reversi is that if you put your enemy pieces in between your pieces, they become yours, like how the Giants became demons once they were in between Dorian and Broggie. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So can you re-steal a piece that's already been stolen in Reversi? So if the same demonic giant went in between Dory and Broggie again, could they flip back to normal? I guess. So is the key to reversal of the Domini Reversi lie in the game and rules of Othello / Reversi? I guess is the next question we have to think about and try to understand and wrap our heads around. Wait, did I see a break next week? Are we going another week without a break? Would that be 4 in a row? I don't think I see. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, interesting. I think that's what the Nika fruit would be for. How would the ability? I guess because hold on, he's the white piece, Emu's the black one. I feel like Luffy could do it, but if the answer is just like being Joy Boy, I don't know. I don't know how much. I guess execution is everything, but give me a second. Sorry. Hito Hito no Mi model Nika. Because Joy Boy was known as the warrior of liberation, so you could liberate people who have been subjugated. So I guess it lies in the title, and Nika was supposed to bring joy and happiness and smiles to the people around them, Joy Boy. So maybe Luffy's power really is the key, but if there's just no what if Vegapunk could devise a way to reverse it? At at least let Loki's brother die. I don't like that ninja. Loki for King 2025. Harujin? I'm not a Harujin fan, so I'm okay with that one. It seems that Emu took the giant's lifespan a la Big Mom to do this, so it depends on how much lifespan Emu took. Did Emu take lifespan or say not worry about lifespan? Let me reread that. Maybe I read that wrong. I might have not interpreted it that way. You could be right, by the way. I just don't remember. Let me reread it again. Find it. I guess using someone's lifespan to give them an immortal body would be a fair trade off. But the line here specifically is, just to read it, is this. Thou shalt cast aside thy lifespan for a body unyielding to death. So cast aside your lifespan. Does that mean take, or don't even think about the idea of a lifespan because I'm giving you immortality? So lifespan doesn't matter to you anymore. I feel like you can kind of interpret it both ways. You know what? Let me do this. Let me check something. I think you're probably right, Omar. Probably trade lifespan for them. Maybe because they're giants and have so much, it's better than a human. But let me check something. I'm gonna read it here. So I think you're right because I'm reading the visual version here, and it says, in exchange for some measure of thy lifespan, thou wilt receive an undying body and uncanny strength. Mighty fealty to Mew, thou art unbound by common sense and logic. Demons are the only proper form for life to take. So you're probably right then. I guess it means the trade off. It's like a Big Mom. The trade off for some power is lifespan. Interesting. Yeah, it's all going to shit, but I take issue with Luffy, Zoro, Loki, and some of the giants in the realm of the dead probably not being able to sense the distress or Emu's immense hockey. And then, like, sorry, I know I'm like rambling, I'm all over the place, but there's so many questions that comes into play with Emu taking over someone's body. If Emu takes over somebody's body, so, it's One Piece. If Emu takes over someone's body, does Emu now also have the memories, thoughts, and knowledge of that individual, or is it just Emu? I asked that to know. All right, bye, baby. I asked that to know, would Emu be aware that Luffy's on the island and that they're not supposed to really be tussling with a Yonko type beat? And if Emu does know, because Emu then shares the knowledge of the body that it's inhabiting, why didn't Emu? Do you think Emu maybe wants to get rid of him here, or it's gonna try to avoid him? Is scared? Like, there's a lot of questions that comes into play here, I think, with that reveal. But it was a cool chapter. I enjoyed it. Untransforming them. Uh oh. Why can't I scroll up? There we go. Untransforming them might kill them if they don't have a long lifespan either. Or yeah, thought about Emu having a better book ability than Corolo. I brought it up. I guess the question with the book is, what is that? It had the demonic symbol on it. Is that some... For some reason, my first guess was that it was a Devil Fruit encyclopedia, and somehow Emu can use any ability, because it almost looked like the gun and the knife that Emu pulled out is reminiscent of Baby 5. But I don't think I'm right. I think it's some next demonic level shit that, like, you know how, like, the Gorosei are all these monstrous things from folklore? I think it's like a different... It's what I call them. It's an angel vegetable. Devil fruit, angel vegetable. I hope this doesn't get reversed easily by Haki or just being Luffy. I kind of want the villains to win here. I hope this magic and not devil fruit. At the very least, I like the idea that Emu maybe takes a bunch of the giants back to the Holy Land to give them God Knight roles, and Luffy has to come later to liberate them. I don't know that I want Elbaf to fall or a true defeat of the kingdom. I think that for something like that, execution is everything. I have to see how it all plays out and how it all happens. But I'm with you. I don't like the idea that Luffy goes Gear 5th and goes and then everyone's like, I'm better. Do the fucking dance. I'm not trying to see that shit. I'm with you. I'm not trying to see. I think that's kind of whack, personally speaking. So yeah. I'm going to go chapter an 8, actually. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's time to place your bet. Who's going to be the final villain, Emu or Blackbeard? Pick a side. My side's always been Blackbeard. I still think even if Emu is this monstrous being and can do all these crazy things, I've always thought the most interesting final villain would be Teach, in my honest opinion. But wouldn't be shocked if it's Emu. My side is Emu, though. Is Blackbeard. Always has been, always will be. Even when we were thinking, who's the final villain in One Piece? Is it Sakazuki / Akainu or Teach / Blackbeard? I was always Team Blackbeard, Team Teach. Let the pirates, let the One Piece or the King of the Pirates and, standing on top of the world in that sense be decided by those two pirates. I've always thought would be the best case scenario. Again, execution is everything. And if Blackbeard wants to be king of the world similar to Zebek, this can cause some interesting things. Like, I won't even lie to you, I had a dream once, a few months ago, maybe like 3 months ago, where Blackbeard and Luffy were the two people that took down Emu and then had their final fight for King of the Pirates. That could be interesting. Considering this is probably what Emu did with the God Knights and Gorosei, it probably can't be undone without any Haki that Luffy or Scopper knows about. Blackbeard taking that book, and then like if it works anything like the Devil Fruits, he can siphon those powers into himself and distribute it to his crew and make them some Gorosei level monsters, which would be super dope. So I'm here for it. I'm also here for Blackbeard ripping off Shanks' arm and beating him to death with the other one. So hell yeah. I'm not, yeah. That's really all I have, though. I wasn't planning on going particularly too long. If you guys have any final questions, final comments, final concerns, now's the time to let me know. But good chapter. My favorite piece of dialogue was Emu. Talking about like the pinnacle of existence, being a demon and everything, Domi reverse stuff. That was cool. My favorite panel was actually the one of Dory losing his hand to the gunshot. That looked extremely crazy. That was wild. I'm also taking in the size of the gun and the knife. Well, I guess the gun, at least the knife, is big too. It's I guess giant size. And yeah, I'm at an 8 out of 10 this week. 8 out of 10. That was some good stuff. And we'll be back next week. I'm pretty sure he is aware of the Straw Hats, but think they don't care. I think that's a dangerous thing to do, because how many times has the Marines, world government, and even other pirates underestimated the Straw Hats and had to, like, I can't believe Jinbei got done like that, bro. I'm with you. This is the first time I could look at Jinbei and be like, dog, I am immensely disappointed. You did not hoop. You got caught by Gunko and wrapped up like that. You did not hoop. you put out the fire though. I'll give him that. You put out the fire in the forest of number 2 branch forest, but bro, that's why I've already been like, honestly, I'm putting my stock in Sanji, Zoro, Luffy, Scopper, Jarul, and Loki. What was he cooking? I hate it had to be my man's, but I gotta be fair, bro. Man was lying about having a plan. On God, he was. That wasn't it. But all right, people. We're not gonna let this one go longer than it needs to. Thank you for coming. Tomorrow we'll beat the Tower of God, Urek Mazino Chapter 11 stream. YouTube and Twitch. So be there or be square. And go show Simi some love, man. Go show Simi some love. He live right now. He playing Spider-Man 3. Show the man them some love. And you guys be safe.